If you're over 50 and your legs feel weak, your balance isn't what it used to be, or even simple things like getting up from a chair feel harder. Backhand index pointing right, your glutes might be silently getting weaker every single day. And here's something most people don't realize. After 50, your body naturally starts losing muscle, but your glutes are the first to switch off. That's dangerous. Because weak glutes don't just affect your legs. They lead to lower back pain, unstable knees, poor posture, and even increase your risk of falling. And here's the biggest mistake people make. They think walking is enough. Crossmark, it's not. Walking alone won't activate your glutes properly. Which means your body keeps getting weaker, even if you stay active. But don't worry, because today, you're going to learn something that can change everything. In the next few minutes, I'll show you 3 simple but powerful exercises that can wake up your glutes, rebuild strength, and help you feel stable again. No gym. No heavy weights. Just simple movements you can do at home. And the best part? You may start feeling the difference in as little as 7 days. Now let's move to the most important part, the solution. These are 3 simple but powerful exercises that can help rebuild your glute strength, safely and effectively, even if you haven't exercised in years. Take your time with each one. Focus on control, not speed. Because slow and steady is what actually builds strength after 50. Backhand index pointing right. Exercise 1, chair squats. Let's start with something simple, but incredibly effective. Sit on a sturdy chair. Place your feet flat on the ground, about shoulder width apart. Now slowly stand up, without using your hands if possible. And then slowly sit back down. That's 1 repetition. Backhand index pointing right. Keep your chest up. Backhand index pointing right. Keep your back straight. Backhand index pointing right, and most importantly, push through your heels, not your toes. If it feels difficult at first, that's completely okay. You can use your hands for support in the beginning. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions. Rest if needed, then do another set. This exercise may look basic, but it's actually one of the best ways to train your body for real life. Every time you stand up from a chair, get out of bed, or climb stairs, you're using this exact movement. So the stronger you get here, the easier your daily life becomes. Now let's move to the second exercise, backhand index pointing right. Exercise 2, glute bridges. This one directly targets your glutes. Lie down on your back, on a mat or even your bed. Bend your knees, and keep your feet flat on the floor. Place your arms by your sides. Now slowly lift your hips up toward the ceiling. At the top, backhand index pointing right. Squeeze your glutes tightly. Backhand index pointing right. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds. Then slowly lower yourself back down. That's 1 repetition. Start with 10 to 12 reps. And here's the key. Don't rush this movement. The slower you go, the more your glutes activate. If you feel this in your lower back instead of your glutes, try lifting a little less and focus on squeezing. This exercise is powerful because it wakes up muscles that have been inactive for years. Over time, it can help reduce lower back pain, improve posture, and make walking feel smoother and more stable. Take a short break, and get ready for the third one. Backhand index pointing right. Exercise 3, step back lunges. This is where strength meets balance. Stand straight, with your feet together. Now step 1 foot backward. And slowly lower your body. Your front knee should stay over your foot, not going too far forward. Then push back up to the starting position. That's 1 rep. Backhand index pointing right. Keep your movements slow and controlled. Backhand index pointing right. Keep your balance steady. Backhand index pointing right, and don't rush. Start with 6 to 8 repetitions per leg. If this feels challenging, you can hold onto a wall or chair for support. This exercise is extremely effective because it trains your body to stay stable while moving, something that becomes very important as we age. It builds strength, coordination, and confidence. Fire wrap up inside scene 2. Now you have all 3 exercises. Chair squats. Glute bridges. Step back lunges. You don't need hours of training. Just a few minutes a day, done consistently, can completely change how your body feels and moves. Remember. Backhand index pointing right, focus on form. Backhand index pointing right, move slowly. Backhand index pointing right, and stay consistent. Because these small daily efforts lead to big long-term results. Now, let me ask you something. What if, just a few days from now, you wake up in the morning, you get out of bed, and instead of feeling stiff, slow, and unstable, you feel stronger, more in control, more confident in your own body? Imagine this. You sit down on a chair, and when you stand back up, there's no struggle, no hesitation, no need to push with your hands. Just smooth, natural movement. You start walking. And for the first time in a long time, you actually feel balanced. Steady. Secure with every step. You go up the stairs. And instead of holding onto the railing tightly, or feeling pressure in your knees, you move with confidence. One step at a time. Without fear. This is what happens when your glutes become strong again. Because your glutes are not just muscles. They are the foundation of your movement. When they are weak, everything feels harder. But when they are strong, everything starts to feel easier. Your posture improves. You naturally stand taller. Your shoulders come back. And that slight forward bend many people develop over time, starts to disappear. Your lower back. That constant tightness or discomfort. It begins to reduce. Because now your glutes are doing the work they were meant to do. Your knees. They feel more supported. Less pressure. Less strain. Because your body is finally moving the way it's supposed to. And maybe the most important change of all. Your confidence returns. You stop second-guessing your movements. You stop worrying about losing balance. You stop feeling limited by your body. And here's something you need to understand clearly. This is not about becoming an athlete. This is not about having a perfect body. This is about something much more important. Backhand index pointing right independence. Backhand index pointing right strength in your daily life. Backhand index pointing right the ability to move freely, without fear. Because as we get older, it's not just about living longer. It's about living better. Being able to move on your own. Take care of yourself. And enjoy life without constantly thinking about pain or weakness. And the best part? This transformation. It doesn't require hours in the gym. It doesn't require expensive equipment. It doesn't require extreme effort. It starts with something very simple. Backhand index pointing right, showing up every day. Even if it's just 5 minutes. Even if you feel tired. Even if you feel like progress is slow. Because small actions, repeated daily, create powerful results. You might not notice a huge difference on day 1. Or even day 3. But if you stay consistent, by day 7, you'll start to feel something changing. Your body will respond. Because your body is designed to adapt. It's never too late. It just needs the right signal. And these 3 exercises, they are that signal. So here's what I want you to do. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Backhand index pointing right, start today. Right after this video. Do just one set of each exercise. That's it. No pressure. No perfection. Just take the first step. And once you start, keep going. Because every single day you continue, you're building strength. You're building stability. You're building a better future for yourself. Now let me ask you one final question. What kind of life do you want moving forward? One where simple movements feel difficult? Or one where you feel strong, capable, and in control? The choice is yours. And it starts with what you do today. Fire powerful call to action, high engagement. If you're ready to take that step, type strong in the comments right now. I read every single comment. And I want to see who's committed to becoming stronger. If this video helped you even a little, backhand index pointing right, hit the like button. Backhand index pointing right, share this with someone over 50 who needs it. Backhand index pointing right, and subscribe for more simple, powerful health tips that actually work. Because you deserve to feel strong.